Hey guys, I just know to click on the live. My spirit said go. That's funny. Rising, rising. Hey Shantae. Ooh, girl, I'm gonna hit you on WhatsApp, honey. I gotta get with you. I'm wondering where you been. Hey Lily, I gotta call you too, child. You at work, Lily? Tell me where you are. Are you home or you at work? You miss me? Grand rising. Where the hell is everybody at? I know it's been a minute since I've been on live. I know it's been a minute, but my goodness. If you can't hear me, log out and log back in. Okay, I'm for sure gonna call you. If you at your job, Lily, I'm gonna call you. Straight out the water. I have so much to tell you too. I bet you do, girl. Someone said, "Can I get a call?" I don't know you, child. Rich World Risings Goddess. I was just saying, I know the goddess has to do a video with all this energy happening. Love the twist. Well, thank you, baby. All right, listen. So let me tell you what's been going on with me. I have been doing a tremendous amount of shadow work and healing. I had to fall back, off the internet for a while and just kind of focus on myself. And I had a breakthrough that took place, a major breakthrough that took place in my life that gave me the opportunity to really grieve my mom's passing that happened over a year ago. I never really told you guys this, but it took me a minute to really grieve over her passing. Because there were so many things that took place after she passed that I didn't get a chance to really deal with that, to really just sit still with it and just really process it. And so I was doing a lot of work for a lot of people. And I got to a space where I was just like, okay, my body was like, okay, you need to take a rest. You need to take a break. You need to check out from everybody. You need to check out from everything. And you need to deal with your grief. Because, people can sit with grief and not realize they're sitting with grief. And they think they're just going about life like normal, but you don't realize that you're still grieving. And I mean, I'm always gonna grieve my mama. You know what I'm saying? But just some major revelations came about. I mean, you guys, if I sat up there and told y'all the story, it would just literally just blow your wig back. That's all I can tell you. But it's very personal to me. But what I'll say to you is that there were so many things that took place right after my mom passing. People that were supposed to be in my corner just up and turning on me out the blue. No reason, no explanation. Whole thing going on with Soul Tribe last year. That was a whole thing. And then just time was moving very fast. So it's like things are moving so fast, you don't really... I realized that I just never took the time out to just really sit still and deal with it. And so basically what ended up happening was, which leads me as to why I'm doing this live today. We're in a time right now where whatever you didn't resolve in the 2024 year and prior to, whatever you didn't resolve, you're now going to be forced to face it. And that's kind of like the direction we're going into. So I guess you could say that I'm going through my process of that with these particular planetary alignments that are taking place. We have a lunar eclipse that's coming up on Friday. We have a solar eclipse that's coming up shortly after that. the planetary alignments and the things that's been going on with the planets have definitely been giving me some strong indicators. And just by just getting my own downloads as well, that we're about to go into a space of a different reality. And I kind of want to have this conversation with you guys because I'm doing this live to prepare you for what's to come. And I'm doing this live based upon things that have presented themselves to me, right? So I've been sleeping a lot. I don't know about y'all, but I've been sleeping a lot to the point to where I'm napping throughout the day. Like, I'm done with my clients and I'm like, good night. I'm ready to go to bed. Good night. It's bedtime. During the daytime, I'm crashing out. Like, crashing out, guys. Like, totally and completely, like, incapacitated in sleep. Just sleep. Now, I also, you have to take into consideration, also lost a lot of energy during this time period. So I was already operating on fumes. So that was part of the issue, that I needed to rest. And I needed to focus on myself. I needed to take care of my vessel, things like that. But I was just crashing out. Was y'all going through that? Like this whole, like I just need to sleep. Okay, I'm not tripping. Listen, crashing out, fam. Just like sleeping. It's still Pisces season. I don't know, but I just know that my behind was sleeping my behind off, okay? Sleeping, and more sleep, and I'm still sleeping. Now I'm starting to come out of it now, like I can feel my body starting to get its energy back. I was told I got a couple more days to go yet, so that's why I came on here to do a live. But I'm just telling y'all, it felt like I just needed to crash this. Okay, my daughter says, crashing out doesn't mean what you think it means, Mom. So let me correct myself. I was passing out. Okay, I got to get with the times with y'all millennials out here and say the words the right way, because I can't even say the words I used to say back in the day. I got to adjust. Okay, so I was passing out and sleeping very hard. Yes, and legit not wanting to associate with anything or anyone. That isn't in alignment in the slightest. Yes, I just didn't want to. I just don't want to. I literally was like, I would look at the social media and be like, I don't feel like being bothered. I don't want to be bothered with it. I would look at it and be like, I don't want to. I'd look at the YouTube. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, them YouTubers gonna have to wait. They know I'm notorious for falling off, and I'll do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where I'll just disappear for a couple of months and don't want to be bothered. And so I did my little scheduling, the posts, and just letting little posts pop here and there. But just not really wanting to be on the internet. Like, I felt so good when my actual phone said, you have spent 11 hours and so many minutes less than you did the week before. I was so excited to see that, honey. That let me know I spent too much time on the damn phone, right? So I love leaving my phone. I love being able to leave it in the house, and I can go out and enjoy the sunshine in my residence where I currently live at, and go sit by the pool area, or just go to the beach. And I'm not taking that phone. The phone is not with me. Damn that phone. Like, it's annoying to have to see the phone when I'm relaxing. I don't want to be near the phone. I don't want to hear that phone ring, so my phone stays on do not disturb. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want people calling my phone. I just don't want to. So people are calling me and they're just like, what the hell's going on? I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be bothered with people right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, be mindful of others trying to get you to clear their karma for them. Past life. I can only be past life. I can assist in past life, but not their current karma. Pam Gregory says she keeps her phone off unless she needs to look something up. That's hilarious. I might have to consider that. I can feel the radiation that comes off of it. Yeah, it's like, it's annoying. Like, the phone is annoying. I can't, like, listen, guys, that phone is so annoying. It just annoys me. So what I've been doing is I've just been letting the phone sit, and I talk to who I choose to talk to. Which 9 times out of 10, if it ain't my kids, I'm not talking to anybody right now. Other people's reached out. I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have the energy for it. So if it isn't my inner circle of family, we're not talking. Okay, if it's not that we're not having any communication. It's not happening. So what I started realizing was as I was when I sat still, I began to realize that I hadn't properly grieved over my mama's death, and that stuff started coming up, and it started coming up, and it started coming up, and a lot of revelations were coming about as well, on a spiritual level. A lot of revelations were coming up, and it's amazing when you find out about the past life connections that you have with your parents, and you find out who your parents really are, and you find out just certain things about your family line and things like that, from past lives, and you start to find out that you were operating in certain cycles and things like that. So, you really do choose your parents. This is not a joke. You really do choose your parents. You do choose your parents. And some of us choose our parents because we have karmic cycles that we need to work out. Right? We have karmic cycles that we need to work out from past life. We got things that we got things that we have to finish, that we have to complete, that we didn't complete before. You know what I'm saying? Things like that come up. And so some of that revelation came about, and it kind of blew my wig back, and it made sense as to the reason why I actually chose the parents that I chose to have in this lifetime. It was to complete a cycle that I had been under for quite some time, and many lifetimes. It was to clear out a cycle. So my return back here was to clear that cycle out, and also to complete the missions that I'm here to complete. Right? But in the process of me completing that cycle, a lot of revelations came about. And for the first time, I had a chance to sit down and really grieve my mama. You know what I'm saying? Really grieve her, like really just let it all out, and cried for days. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going through that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going through that, but it wasn't as heavy as it was before. It's just more so just having an understanding about why I went through the things that I went through with her when I was growing up. Now it makes sense to me now why I had these experiences with her. And this had stuff to do. This is stuff that was carrying around with her from past life, stuff that was carrying around with my father from past life. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you sit back and you really think about it. So the healing I'm doing is on a quantum level. It's a quantum level type of healing. And a lot of you guys don't realize how much your past lives do affect you in your current lifetime. A lot of you guys are living in karmic cycles that you need to complete in this lifetime. That's some of the reason why you guys are here. Okay? You choose your parents. Some of you guys have bad experiences with your parents or bad experiences with your siblings. How you'll know you're in karmic cycles is when you realize that you've been having these issues with a person for a long period of time. Some of us had issues with our family members since we were born. That's a clear indication that there is karmic cycles that are taking place, that you have karma with those individuals, past life karma with those individuals that you weren't aware of, because they don't teach you these things. They don't communicate these things to you. They never incorporated quantum healing on that level for you to begin to understand why you're here, why you're going through the things you're going through, and what lessons are you supposed to learn, and who are these people that you chose as parents? Like, who are they really? And so, because my programs are so extensive, and I put myself through my own quantum program, a program that I have not released to the public. It's just me. I'm going through this program of self. A lot of revelations and understandings of myself started to become very clear as to why I can look back now on my relationships with my sister, my relationships with my mom, relationships with my dad, my brother who passed away like 4 years ago. I can sit back and I can see how these karmic cycles from past lives were playing out in today's time, in this lifetime. I literally saw it playing out, and I said, damn, this is happening right now. Like, this is literally so that's why this and this and this and this and that. Oh my God. So when I started going in and I started doing the necessary work that needed to be done, I noticed that a lot of things start shifting for me. Because when you do this type of work, you do jump timelines, you do shift timelines. And depending on how heavy those prior karmic cycles are, it can release you and you can jump higher timelines, and in some cases, dimensions. Some karmic cycles and some trauma is so heavy on you that it keeps you functioning on a certain level And energetic wise, frequency wise, so many different ways it affects you in all areas of your life. And so when you start to deal with those past life traumas and karmas and things like that, you start to really deal with that and you start healing from that on that level. It releases you from a lot of stuff. So I feel so much lighter because my mother wound governed my life. My mother wound, I have been carrying around pain of my mother wound my entire life. And I felt the need to come forth and share this with you because I think that it's a testimony to my healing. 1, 2, for those of you who are going through this and you don't know what that is. That's what that is, y'all. You know, when you're going through it at the time, you know, someone asked me, how do I deal with a negative mother? I want you to understand something. I didn't know what was going on with our relationship, with the relationship between me and my mom. I didn't understand it. So when I was going through that, and not just her, my dad too, my sister too, off and on. You know what I'm saying? But I understand it now. Now I fully understand it. I fully understand. I get it now. You know what I'm saying? But you don't realize when you're going through it because you're just living a regular 3D life, right? You're not, you don't know nothing about quantum healing on this level. You don't know that how your past lives are still affecting you in this current lifetime. You don't know about any of this kind of stuff. This is stuff that started coming to play for me as I continued to go through my healing process, and I started expanding my consciousness levels. And I started elevating more, and I started learning more. I started getting deeper understandings more. That's how these things came about. So I can speak to you guys as a testimony because someone who's going through it and now coming out of a major karmic cycle that my whole life has been governed by, I can speak to it from experience. I think we all have a mother wound, just plays out differently. Mine plays out in friendships with women and aunts. That's why shadow work is important. And I can't speak for everybody because there's people that I can see that didn't have a mother wound, but they might have had a father wound because the father wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever reason, for whatever reasons. Us as originals, we have been through a lot of stuff because we're primordials. We all have our own unique story to tell. But in order for you to really start tapping into your primordial self, whomever you are, know that there's work required for you to step into who you truly are. There's work required for you to get there. It's going to require you to release and dump out your heart space. It's going to require you to heal from your past. It's going to require you to do certain things and have certain disciplines in order for you to elevate. And those disciplines are going to apply to every single area of your life. It's going to require a commitment that you put upon yourself. When you make a commitment to yourself that this is what I'm going to do, it's going to require you to go through that process. It doesn't feel good, but I can tell you, coming at the end of this cycle that I've been under for the majority of my life and finding out that this was something that I needed to complete and feeling the release. You guys don't even understand the release that came about. I don't even know where this energy came from. It was like this energy that I've been holding on to for so long and not knowing that I was holding on to it. And then finding that out and just letting it all go. Just letting it all go was the most invigorating, liberating thing I have ever been through in my entire life. Okay? It required me to stay on path. There were things that I didn't understand in my life. When I sit back and I reflect back it's literally got me sitting back and reflecting back on a lot of things in my life. So that's why that happened. and this and this is why I went through this experience. And what about this? Oh damn, that's what had happened. Like it's been a whole thing of revelations, and more revelations are still coming in. Like it's still coming in, but it's just giving me a deeper understanding and a testimony as to who I am, what I'm here to do, and I'm glad that I stayed on my mission. I'm glad I didn't give up on myself. Because I didn't even know that I was clearing out one of the biggest karmic cycles of my entire life by acting it out. And this was past life karma that had been playing out for eons and eons and eons and eons and eons, pertaining to one of my Anunnaki aspects. And I learned a lot about, I learned so much about the Anunnaki. Oh my goodness. I learned so much about them. Wow. There's so much that I was not aware of, that I learned a lot about. That's just still got me processing. And there's so much information that I'm going to have to do like series of lectures about it, because I have several Anunnaki aspects. Let me just start here. I have several Anunnaki aspects. And I first initially thought I only had one. Then I found about two. Then I found about three. Then I found about four. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. That's a lot. So, in the process of me learning about these versions of myself, wow, I just learned a lot about the Anunnaki, and it just kind of blew my wig so far back. Like, for an example, and I don't know how many of you guys knew this, but I'm going to break something down to you. Because I'm still processing that. When I was talking to my higher self, she's an Anunnaki goddess. And people don't know about her, but she actually is it's crazy how people don't know about her. Y'all know about Anu and all that, but they never talked about, they never talked about this particular Anunnaki goddess, which is crazy to me. But I see why they wiped out the stories of the powerful divine feminines. And every story that they tell you, they never want to give true credit to the powerful divine feminines out here that have really been putting it down. They purposely take their names out of the book because they don't want you knowing about the power of the divine feminine. They don't want you knowing about none of that. They want to make it seem like everything is patriarchy, 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 and that's completely backwards. It's just so backwards. If you guys only knew who really runs the cosmos, it would really blow your wig back. It would change your perspective about a lot of things, because the stuff that's going on here on Earth is not the same that's going on in the cosmos. I'm going to tell you that right now. And oddly enough, the stuff that's going on in the cosmos is starting to come down upon the Earth now, which is why we're going into the era of the divine feminine. We're returning back to the matriarch. And it's happening rapidly. But listen, the ancient Egyptian gods, the Sumerians, the Mesopotamians, Lemurians, all of them are all Anunnaki. All of them are. There are different courts and sections that have various different responsibilities. So a lot of them were named according to the region that they were located, but they were all Anunnaki. All of them are. All of them. Now you have sets of Anunnaki gods, and then you have sets of the actual workers or the soldier Anunnakis, which are, a lot of them are your angelics. And I think you've heard me talk about this before. I remember talking to Archangel Sam. Y'all know him as Archangel Michael, but his real name is Archangel San Miguel. And I remember having a conversation with him on because it just hit me. Because I kept staring at him, because I could see him with my first eye. I kept staring at him, and I'm like, "Why you got curly hair, fam? And why you know what I'm saying? You look Dominican," because he is Dominican. And I was like, you a whole Anunnaki, huh? He said, bingo. He said, you figured it out. I said, what the hell? What the hell, fam? So you an Anunnaki, fam? So the whole order's Anunnaki, fam? Then I started finding out a whole lot about the angels. You know what I'm saying? The angelics, the different orders and stuff like that. I started finding out a whole bunch of stuff. And really it's just my memories coming back online because I'm an angel myself. You know what I'm saying? So it was really like my memories coming back online. You know what I'm saying? And just remembering the different orders and things like that. Because, you know, that this is what happens when you come down this road. It's about remembering who you are. So I was like, I just kept looking at him. So why you look like that? Because, everything is whitenized in America. So they show you Michael with the blonde hair with the big, he don't look nothing like that. Don't look nothing like that. Okay. So, I started tripping out about that. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, so the whole gold order, y'all Anunnakis? He said, yeah. I was like, okay. All right. I'm starting to understand a little bit better about this now. But yeah, all of those, all the gods that they talked about in different areas and the Babylonians were also Anunnaki. The Babylonians are Anunnaki. Nah, because you know how you stare at somebody because you're looking at them and you're trying to figure some things out because you're like, what? Why am I seeing you with the curly hair and the melanin but you don't look quite, you know what I'm saying? So I'm asking these questions because I'm looking, y'all know how it is if you don't know, you gonna learn. You know what I'm saying? When you start seeing stuff with your first eye and you're seeing some of the beings you're speaking to, and you're just like, why do you look like that? Now, of course, the true form of an angel, you guys know, okay, true forms of an angel, of course, we're eyes. But when they decide that they're going to shapeshift and appear in human form, that's what he looks like. Okay. And he says, I have African descent too. He said, and I was just looking at him like, and let me tell y'all something. If y'all didn't know, I think I told y'all once before, angels are niggas. Okay, they're all niggas. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know right now. All niggas. I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, all of us. Listen, if you didn't know this, because some of them will speak proper to you, they're going to show up to you in the image that's most appealing to you. I'm also going to say that they're going to show up to you in the image that's most appealing to you. Okay, what you can deal with. That's how they're going to show up. Okay. So if you are white aligned, they're going to show up to you looking like somebody white, even though they niggas. Okay. They're going to speak to you very proper. Like the one who does that, who's really good at that is Uriel, which is hilarious. Uriel can be very proper when he speaks his English. It's hilarious. Like he speaks super proper. Okay. Super proper English. We use these large vocabularies and stuff. It's hilarious, right? He'll start talking to you like that until you actually get to know him. But when you get to know him, it's a whole different thing going on. It's a whole different thing going on. So when I started discovering who he actually was to me, all that proper speaking and all that went out the window. Then I found out who his avatar is. And his avatar is a known YouTuber, which is hilarious. And some of you guys probably follow him. He knows he's Uriel because he puts it out there and says, I'm Uriel. Like he tells you that's who he is. And I did check and that is who he is. Okay. So I started seeing him because I was like, why do you look like this YouTuber that I know? Why do you look like that? You know what I'm saying? And after that, I was hearing him in his voice after that. And I said, okay. I said, so all y'all just niggas out here. Like they will literally pull up and say, what up, what up? I said, come on, man. Stop it. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember my brother was saying them one day. He said, did they just pull up on me and say, what up, what up? I said, yes, this is how they are. Yes. This is how they talk. They get proper around the white folks. They talk real proper with them. But when it comes to us, listen, I started really like bugging out off of that. So now when I'm having a conversation with the angels, we're not doing any proper speaking. Okay. We're doing our talk. How we talk is what you're going to hear. Okay. My angelic court, they're my court, right? They're like my aunts and uncles that come from the era of the blues. Like back in the day when you had juke joints and stuff like that. They're sassy. My court is sassy. Okay. They are sassy. I'll be like, I need some help. Can y'all come down here and this, that, and the third? I mean, are you going to do your work too? I was like, well, damn. I mean, you ain't going to be having us come down here and do this and this and this and this, and you ain't doing your part either. You're going to do part of your work too. This is what we need you to do. We need you to do this and this and this, and then we'll help you with this and this and this. I said, hold up. Who are you talking to? I said, you're my court. You answer to me. They was like, rolling their eyes and all kinds of stuff. Gonna tell one of people's move out the way, job turkey. I was like, what the hell going on right now? I said, wait a minute. What's happening right now? I said, aren't you guys my court? Yes, we are. But that don't mean that you just gonna boss us around. We need you to do this and this and this and this and this and this. I was like, well then. It is Dolo. It's Dolo. It's Dolo. And every time I see, listen, when Euro comes to speak to me, that is who I see when I'm speaking to him. I see him. I only see that. I only see that. And you know how he talks. So that's it. When I see Uriel, that's all I see. Okay? That's all I see. He's a more elevated version of him, but he's still, and listen, over at the house one day, it was me and my daughter chilling, talking. Why was him and San Miguel sitting over here smoking weed? Them fools was sitting up there, kicking up with their feet up, rolled up a blunt. And yes, angels do smoke weed. Rolled up a blunt, kicked their feet up. Uriel's floating in the air with his feet up like this, smoking a blunt, high as hell, floating. Smoke. You guys can see the smoke all throughout the damn house. I was like, what the hell is going on? I was telling my daughter, I said, you can't make this up. I can't make this up. Okay? I'm going to let you know right now. Listen, I'm going to let y'all know right now. Because they're always pulling up. They're always around the house. They're always around. Okay? I have to share these things with you because for those of you who've had these experiences, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't had these experiences and you have your first eye on, start having real conversation with them and watch how fast they flip the script on you. They're only going to respond to you a certain way because they know that you look at them a certain way, as you should. But at the same time, they were sitting up there rolling a blunt. Smoking. Michael left at like 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, you leaving? Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm going home. And flew his behind right up out of here. Yes, listen. I'm going to tell y'all how crazy this is. Y'all need to hear me. Okay, I'm not making this stuff up. You will pass out and go to sleep and snore. And if you got to hearing, you will hear this angel snoring. I'm like, are you really snoring? Are you really snoring right now? Like, listen, my life is crazy. Okay. I have a crazy ass life. Okay. Y'all can call me cuckoo. I don't give a damn what you want to call me. My life is crazy. Okay. Someone said, I swear this next does multidimensional comes from our soul. Listen, it is hilarious. Yes, if you call them down, yes, they will pull up on you if you call them down. And you'll feel the presence in the room. Now, if you got spiritual hearing, then you'll hear them talking to you and whatnot. Yes. And you ask them, you don't tell them anything, you ask them. You still have to show respect. Okay? Yeah, Billy Belcon, that is correct. And I know who his avatar is. Man, listen. Someone says, I want to know about Azrael. Me and Azrael's cool. Azrael is the angel of death. At one point in time, Azrael was in a fallen state, but Azrael's coming out of that state. That's my man 100 grand. And so is Metatron. Okay? There's a lot of things that people put out there about these angels that are not correct. There's a lot of disinformation that was put out there by certain individuals, and I had to come out and debunk some of that information that was being put out because I go within to get my answers. You ain't gonna have me go out here and read somebody's shit, and I'm just gonna go with what they say. You know how when you read certain stuff and you start feeling something in your heart space, like something's off about the story that you're talking. I don't feel what you're telling me is the truth. And because of me having an angelic aspect, me being an angel myself, I know like when someone is telling the wrong stories, especially when as it pertains to that. So I'm like, this isn't the correct information. So I talk to my higher self and be like, what's the situation with this right here? This don't feel right. And then she'll let me know what it is. He's part of your spiritual court, Azrael. Azrael, cool as hell. He'll train you too. Has he started your training yet? Has he started training you yet? Someone says, how do you start communicating with angels? Just start talking to them. Like a journalist, trust no one else's information but your own. And you know, girl, I got a lot of years in that. That's what I went to school for. Telecommunications and journalism. That's what I went to college for. So you already know. There are several princes. There are certain elves that fell into a strong fallen state. Some of these guys are generals. Some of these guys are princes. Some of them, you know, I've heard people say they've had relationships, not relationships as an intertwin. I mean, meaning built a established relationship to learn things from these particular beings. There are certain ones I wouldn't deal with, but I understand why I wouldn't deal with them because I'm a natural enemy to them because we have history. So therefore, when you have history with certain beings, because you went to war against them in the past, and that has not been resolved, you know who to interact with and who not to interact with. I'll just put it to you like that. So in my particular case, there are certain ones that you guys are bringing up that are known to be fallen angels or known to be demons that I do not get along with. And I want you guys to understand, the ones that they wrote the stories about, a lot of you guys are still walking around. You just don't know who you are. That's why I came forth. Part of the reason, part of my mission is to help you remember who you are and where you come from. Okay? Never had an experience with an angel? Well, open your mind. That's crazy, Von Too Wise. What does a Guaca Pearl mean? I don't know what that means. Edward E. Roberts, what are you talking about? Define what? I don't do birth chart readings. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that type of stuff. Go online and go on Google and look at that. Look it up to get a birth chart reading. I don't do any of that. I don't do that. If you ain't hit me on the quantum level, I don't deal with that. That's for other people. Can you get a reading? Remember who I am. How much is it? Go to IsisWisdom.com and look up the cosmic reading. What? Do you know when they're angels? And yes, you know by the energy. That's the cosmic reading. If you guys want to know who you are, you come see me. I do the cosmic reading. I'm the only one who does that reading on the website. That's something that I actually perfected. Everybody else does their own version of cosmic reading, but it ain't on the level that I'm operating on because they don't have the same rank as me, and they don't have the ability to access the things I'm able to access. Indian court. Guaco Indian from Venezuela. Is this on the angelic side, Felix? Yay, what? But Beto, what's going on, fam? Yes, we do the past life mediumship. There is a service called that offer called past life mediumship investigation. I do that. Yes. It's just young dudes. It's the same thing. The past life regression and what I do is the same thing. It's the same. It's the same thing. The only thing is, I'm not putting you under hypnosis. I'm not going to put you under hypnosis and on that type of stuff. What I do is I call forth your aspect. I don't have to. I don't have to put you under and have you go back in time. I mean, I have done that as well. You know what I'm saying? But it's not necessary. If any of you guys want to get a reading from Isis Wisdom, you got to log on to my website, isiswisdom.com. Don't hit me here on Instagram. Don't do that because you're not gonna. And unless you're telling me that you try to access the site or something, you can DM me that way. Say, hey, I tried to access your site. I do have a clearance protocol on my website. So you just go in, you apply. Make sure you don't put any private relay emails in your email. You will automatically get rejected. Okay, it's got to be a real email. It has to be a real email address. So don't put a private relay because y'all love to do that private relay stuff, and I will block. You'll be blocked. You won't be on there. It's isiswisdom.com. Bro, that's crazy. A lot of times, Gregory Johnson Studios, your lower aspects, okay, let me give you an example. Those would be like the ones that are operating on like first, second dimensions. You'll know the difference. Energetic wise, you're going to know the difference. Now, you can have higher aspects that are also malevolent. Okay? And there are versions of you that are malevolent. Nothing for you to be afraid of because it's still you. A lot of people miss the notification, honey. Instagram got me shadow banned. Like, they put a life shadow ban on my page, so everybody does it. Everybody misses it. Lower aspects are heavier, but also at the same time, you can have you can have your higher aspects that also can have that dark energy and be heavy if they're malevolent. However, I'm going to tell you what helps with that. I respect my darker aspects. I don't try to move against them in any way. I don't try to elevate them if they don't want it. I don't try to move against them. They're content with who they are. You guys got to remember, you live on the planet of duality. And I cannot move against my aspects' free will. So I do respect their free will just like they respect mine. Okay? You need your darker aspects. If you got to go to war out here, you need your darker aspects to make sure that if you're in a place and position where you got to go to war, you're going to want to call on those aspects that's going to come and defend you. Okay? You're going to need that combination of both. If you're in some type of spiritual warfare. I tend to stay away from spiritual warfare now. You know what I'm saying? I stay away from that as much as possible, and I allow my protection to take care of things for me now. I don't get involved in spiritual warfare because I'm too busy focusing on healing others and healing myself. So I ain't got time to be focusing on that kind of stuff anymore. Okay, Monty the Diva. Okay, so some of you guys are asking me, how do you tell if you have an angelic aspect? Okay, so let me do this with y'all real quick. Some of you guys are going to feel your angelic aspects. I'm going to call the angels forth. Okay? I'm going to do a quick exercise. It's going to be very quick. That way you can tell what your angel feels like. Okay? Now, you're going to have to discern as to whether or not this angel feels good to you when you feel the energy of your angel. If your angel feels a lot heavier, that could be a fallen angel, because some of you guys do have fallen angel aspects. Okay? But nonetheless, it's still you. So you still don't have anything to worry about because it's still you, and don't be afraid of yourself. Okay? I'm gonna call forth the angels. Okay. So everybody that's on this live, angels, I need you guys to please come forth. Make your presence known to all of your vessels. Ashinoku amakatia doku anakatada poku. Arakinakia nako tushini anadakotoro mokuna mokota ariata kuna moko daki nakida totoko ramakati kata. Let me know if you feel your angelic energy, if you feel the energy coming forth to you. Just make a comment. It's not shopiceswisdom.com. That is the wrong website. It is isiswisdom.com, baby. isiswisdom.com is the website, not Shop Isis Wisdom. Shop Isis Wisdom has been gone for quite some time. You feel your wings? Okay, angels. Now what I need you to do is I need you to flap your wings. Flap your wings, babies. So that way your avatar can know it's you. Some of y'all have more than one angelic aspect. My heart dropped and I felt hugged. Okay? This is the reason why I said angels are niggas. Now you get it? Now you understand why I said that? Because it's an aspect of you. Okay? Yes, you are walking, living earth angels. She said, my head feels different. Archangel Michael been saying to flap my wings. Boom. You asked for angels to come forth and my daughter came to lay down on me. Wow. Look at that. My ears are ringing loudly and I got chills. That is because your angel was directly in your auric field. Okay? When you hear the loud ringing in the ears, that's what that is. That's just a spirit period in your auric field. Hey, oh Father God, how you doing? Chills around my back, fingertips are tingling. My body just felt a strong tingle. I felt kind of heavier. Okay. Your angel may need elevation. Your angel could be in a fallen state. Could be. Nothing for you to be worried about. It's still you. My body just got warm as hell and I'm outside in the cold. Feel something on my shoulder. Chills right now. Hands started sweating. I am seeing myself in the mirror when you called the angels. Okay, do you see your angelic aspect? Chills and gush of wind. Yes. And some of your angels are also Anunnaki. Okay? Some of your angels are also Anunnaki. Feels cool on my back. My ears always ring. I felt lighter. I felt a sensation on the back of my head and my shoulders cold. Okay. Now, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to create this Patreon because I'm actually going to start doing more videos like these where I'll start calling forth different aspects of of different beings and stuff of individuals where you can start utilizing exercises and routines to start to get to know yourselves and things of that nature. Because my teaching is on a different level. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just, that y'all are getting a glimpse of some of my teachings and some of the things that I'll be teaching y'all. This is like a glimpse. I'm not going to be giving all this stuff away for free because I worked too hard to obtain it. Okay? And I also had to work to get my position, to get back to my position in this realm. Okay? You're working? It's all right, Courtney. Okay. So you guys feel your angels. This is the reason why I said to you that all of us are nignigs. Now you know why. Okay? Now you know why. It's all good, Self-It. It's all good. And I mean, angels can be anybody. Let me just say this one thing. Angels could be anyone. Okay? It's not, I'm just telling y'all, a lot of us are. A lot of us are angels. Okay? Okay, angels. Thank you so much for coming forth. I really appreciate you. Now, If you guys just want to chill with your angelic aspect and talk to your angel and start establishing a relationship with your angel, that's fine. I'm not going to send them back. Y'all can chill with your angels, okay? Start establishing a relationship with that version of yourself, okay? And yes, you guys do have wings. And you have halos, and you have swords, and you have shields, and you have all those different things. Yes. All right. I want to go into my next piece. You still have cold feet? Thank you, because I said don't leave, laugh out loud. Yeah, you can spend time. My wings were flapping, and I want to fly away. Love and light to anyone at work. My co-worker is watching you. San Miguel got me bumping Palo Dominican right now. Shout out to you, goddess. Boom! We have propellers and gasolina. What? What a way to celebrate my birthday. Look, you got a chance. Nancy, you had a chance to tap in with your angel. Nancy, you already knew, honey. I knew you was an angel, honey, when you came down to my angel retreat. If y'all would have came down to my angelic retreat that I did down in Puerto Vallarta, I was activating everybody's angels. Boom, 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 coming in, activating everybody's angels. It was going down. When I tell y'all there were so many angels that showed up for that retreat, and I'm just not talking about people, I'm talking about angels. Like, that was pulling up. It was a whole thing going on that week. I'm talking about angels from the ocean. Angels live in the waters too. Angels from the ocean was pulling up when I had everybody getting their spiritual cleanse on. The angels came in, was cleaning on people. Then the Atlanteans pulled up, and I'm like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? The Atlanteans pulled up and was working on their people and whatnot. There was a lot going on. There was a lot going on that week. just a lot going on. Brother, Neo Cosmos is in the building. Belly Belcon. I'm working on another retreat right now, y'all. I'm working on another one right now. And it's going to be in Mexico. It's going to be a nice event. You guys are going to see me put the flyer up soon. Something is going on in the water they don't want to talk about. Well, there's a lot of portals that open up in the water, so there's a lot of seals were cracked open. A lot of beings are coming up out of the oceans that people have never seen before. So yes, and this is what I wanted to bring to light to you guys today. Over the course of the next 20 days, 15 to 20 days, your reality is about to change in a major way. And it's going to change in such a way where things that you have been running from, you're no longer going to be able to run from it. It's going to look very different to a lot of people. You're going to think that you're on another planet, and that's because you're transitioning to another planet. This eclipse that we have coming up this coming Friday is also going to be another split that's going to take place. I do want to give that warning out to you guys. There's going to be another split that's going to take place. However, whatever you have been running from, whatever you have not wanted to confront, you're going to be faced with it now. Whatever you guys have been putting your head in the sand about that you don't want to deal with, in reality, you're going to be faced to deal with it now. So I would say in the course of the next 15 days after the solar eclipse that we have coming up. So it's going to be the lunar eclipse that comes up this Friday, which is going to be the catalyst to shift things into motion. Whatever it is that you need to tie up, whatever loose ends that you guys need to tie up, you need to get them tied up now. Whatever you're hanging on to, be prepared to let it go. If you can't let it go, be prepared to be faced with it so you can deal with it. Just like I told you my journey when I told you about my mom. Okay? I'm in that space right now where I'm still going through that process, but I can speak on it because I'm going through the process. This is what's happening right now. Whatever you haven't been dealing with, whatever you have been running from, whatever you've been putting everything else, you put everything else in front of you, whatever issues you haven't dealt with, you're going to be forced to confront it over the next 20 days. And it's going to be right in your face, like right here. And you're not going to be able to turn away from it. You're not going to be able to do nothing with it. You're going to have to deal with it. Some of you guys are already starting to deal with this now, such as myself. I'm dealing with it right now. Okay? Except for I wasn't running from my mother womb. I was ready to confront it. And I knew there was going to be some shit with that. What I didn't expect was the amount of grieving that was going to come after the fact on the level that it's coming in. Because of the deeper story behind my relationship with my mama. Okay? It allowed me to come forth and just grieve it out of my heart space and continue to grieve it out. I talk to my mama in the spirit world. My mom's always with me. I talk to her all the time. I give her offerings, flowers, liquor, whatever she requires. I give my mama her offerings. I talk to her. I hear her talk back to me. Whole full-blown conversations. She always hugs me, gives me kisses, lets me know she's still here for me. She's always here for me, and I'm grateful. And even though I wish I could have had that kind of relationship with her when she was around, I have it now. And it's allowing me to heal that part of myself on a deeper level. And that's what this is about. It's about one's healing journey back to self. Because whether or not you guys realize this or not, your traumas, when you go through traumas, you lose parts of yourself. You lose a lot of parts of yourself when there's so much about you that you don't know. You are a mystery to oneself. So during this time period, I just want to say to you guys that you are going to be confronted. Reality is going to look very different for a lot of people. There's been a lot of shifts that's been happening. A lot of things that's been going on this planet. And it's been happening a lot. And you are going to see just how different Earth is about to become. It's going to become very different. Okay? Very, very, very different. You're going to be looking around and saying, okay, where am I? This isn't the Earth that I was. What is happening right now? It's going to be that. Okay? So I want you to be prepared for that. You need to get prepared. You need to start taking care of your physical vessel. You need to get your mentals together. There are going to be some things that you're going to see that you've never seen before that may be hard for you to deal with. So I need you guys to get your mental together, get your physical body taken care of, do the necessary self-care that you need to work on. Start taking care of your vessels. You're going to need to do this. Somebody says, oh, yes, it already feels different. And that's because of these planetary alignments that are taking place. Yes. And as this continues, we got 2 eclipses coming up. As this continues, you're going to see just how different it's about to get. Those traumas birth complexes. Now it's up to us to clear up those complexes. That is correct. And to be honest with you, I'm going to share this with y'all as well. Your journey is bringing out the emotional core in me. I need to connect with Dad who passed. I need to heal that. Thank you for this, Isis. You're welcome, beloved. Your voice, I recognize that voice. Felix Graham, you already know me, child. I already know who you are. Yesterday was my birthday. I made 22 laps around the sun and purged out some deep things. Ashe. Yeah, the blood moon as well. That's why I said that's the eclipse moon that's coming up. That's going to bring a lot of changes. Thank you, Felix Graham. A purge, I don't know. When you say purge, do you mean purge of emotions and letting things go? Yes. It's going to be that type of purge. I want you guys to understand we're transitioning into a higher realm of Earth. You cannot come into this higher realm of Earth and you're carrying around that type of baggage. So you're going to have to release you're going to be forced to release. And you're not going to like it. For those of you that's been running, you're not going to like it, but you're not going to be able to run from it anymore. Either you're going to be stuck in your old patterns and get caught in that split, or you're going to take the time out and you're going to take your healing seriously, whatever that is, whatever that looks like for you, however you decide that you're going to go about doing it. But the most important thing is confronting your fears, confronting yourself, confronting that darkness that sits within you, those negative experiences that happen to you, confronting that and healing from that. At Courtney Cash, I'm on that right now. Diet right now, baby. Vessel. I'm working on Vessel. It's Vessel time. That's why I've been sleeping so much, because I needed to catch up on my rest. But yes, same here. Matter of fact, I was even suggested that I start video. It's putting like 1 minute video clips of me working out, so you guys can really see I'm about this life. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm working on my Vessel, and so I'm going to start putting videos up of me actually getting in shape. Okay. It's a journey, but I'm going to get there. Oh, Father God, I don't know if you're done with elimination. You will know as you continue to progress. You'll know. You'll know. Is it weird that I fear nothing? I've been questioning it for months. No, I don't operate in fear either. Why should you operate in fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. And just so you guys know, I got that broken down too. Archangel Gabriel broke that down. Was it Gabriel? I think it was Gabriel. But he's from the Blue Order. This isn't the same Gabriel that you guys know him to be. This is another Gabriel. But he broke it down and told me that fear is artificial. That's why they call it false evidence appearing real. It's an artificial construct that was put in place. Okay. Also, I want to share something else with you guys. Some information I recently found out for those of you that are having issues with depression. I started finding out some information about the Greys creating what you call suicidal programs. The suicidal programs are placed inside of the brain cortex. And if you guys watched my last video, I exercised my program called Neurogenesis. The Neurogenesis program allows me to go in and uninstall programs that's inside of a person and reinstall new programs to help that person progress in different areas of their life. I can run a scan on you and see what programs are actually installed in you. Some of you guys have programs that are installed in you that's designed to make you fail. Some of you guys have programs installed on you that you'll have suicide programs that are installed in you. You have poverty programs that are installed in you, all types of stuff. So if you go back and you look at the video I did before this one, I was talking about Angie Stone. Go watch that video, because you're going to see me demonstrate neurogenesis. And as you watch the video, you'll feel yourself going through that process where when you watch the video, you'll feel me uninstalling a program and then installing a new one and then activating it. You're going to feel that. Okay. I think I installed the poverty program and installed the manifestation program. And I got a couple hits from a couple of people. They was like, I woke up to I made $450 the next day out of nowhere. They was like, what the hell? And then another person let me know, one of my cosmic daughters told me that she got a raise on her credit card the next day. You know what I'm saying? So the Neurogenesis program is coming very soon. I can't wait to launch that baby, because I've been working on that thing for 2 years. I'm so glad that I've been working on this program for so long. I'm ready to let it go. I'm so excited for a lot of you guys, for a lot of you guys who want to be a part of this. It is the shit. It works tangentially, hand in hand, especially for those that are healing. When you're healing and you go through my Neurogenesis program, listen. It is powerful. Okay? So I installed positive programming. I removed the negative programming, where you actually feel your body going through changes and you feel the actual program being installed out of your body, like you actually feel this stuff. And then you feel me installing a new program in you. Okay? Is programs works the same as beliefs? Not quite the same. You got to understand that we live in a holographic universe. And you also have to understand that you are a living hologram. So you are what we call natural intelligence. Artificial intelligence always mix natural intelligence. Remember this. So they knew already how to instill programs in you by utilizing belief systems, by giving you programs such as religious programming. Religion is a program. It is a program, period. Okay? Fear is a program. Killing also is a program. Depression also is a program. Now, you were never taught to look at it this way because they don't talk about it this way in mental health and things like that. It's just things I started discovering. Narcissism. Narcissism, I told you guys what that is. I said they came up with a description of an alpha draconian. Every narcissist I come into contact with, I can look right at their aspect and I see that damn draconian right at the forefront. That's gearing them on. That's leading them. Some of them are alpha draconians at the core, meaning their source spark. I can look at them, or I can just look at the person and see the alpha draconian in them. Okay? We were taught to think a certain specific way. I am here to introduce a new form of medicine and a new form of science. And people are going to have an issue with it, but my shit works. It works. So I started studying individuals who started having suicide and depression. And the first thing I started searching for was, do any of them have gray aspects, to ascertain the gray aspect. If they have a gray aspect, what has this gray been doing to this individual? Then I remove the aspect. Now, you have to have the skill set to be able to do, you can't just remove an aspect. Okay? This is years of training and knowledge and learning. Okay? Your ex is a narcissist. He's got a draconian aspect running in the front of him. And that's what's leading him. And so there's that. And so that's why they tell you they can't cure a draconian. They can't cure narcissism. That's correct. They can't cure narcissism in the way that they're going about it because they don't realize that the issue is an aspect. This is not something you can take pills for and says we're going to fix the person. That's not what this is. It's about the aspect. If that aspect is ready to be elevated, I can elevate that alpha draconian. Okay? I can elevate that alpha draconian and then have a conversation with that aspect and say, hey, do you think maybe since you're now elevated and you have a deeper understanding about things that are going on, that you can move yourself out of the front and allow another aspect to come forth to lead that person? I need you to remove the contracts. I need you to remove the hooks and everything else you have with this person so this person can now start moving forward in their life. If that draconian is elevated, he will agree to it or she will agree to it, and then I can go ahead and call forth the new aspect. Okay? I just told you what a narcissist is. Did you not listen to anything I just said? I'm not going to repeat myself again. Okay. Is self-sabotage an aspect? No. Self-sabotage is not an aspect. However, you could have an aspect that has been living a life of self-sabotage. This is why I have past life mediumship investigation to determine, is there an aspect that exists to help people and to move forward. Okay? It's going to require you guys to do your healing, your shadow work. It's going to require you to do that. I don't deal with no wizards, Felix. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't deal with no wizards. Grays, you got to understand the nature of a gray. First of all, grays hate humans. Let's start there. Grays are the beings who were once human, but turned around and did so many experiments on themselves trying to create what you call the perfect being that they messed themselves up and now they live in their karma. So they don't have the ability to function, operate as a regular human. That's why we're the most hated from them. Grays are really good at advanced technology. Okay? Very good at technology. There's a big gray that's playing out right in front of your faces all the time. His name is Elon Musk. Okay? He's a high-ranking general and a high-ranking gray. Okay? A lot of these guys are running your tech companies. Those are grays. Okay? So anytime you see a lot of technology and all that kind of stuff, AI and all that, that's the grays. They're the ones who control all that. Okay? I need you guys to understand you must know what you're looking at. You must know what you're looking at. Okay? I always say this to you all the time. You must have the ability to know what you're looking at. You always go live around my birthday. My birthday was yesterday, and you're in alignment with my downloads from last night. Okay, Von Too Wise. Okay now, baby. Yeah, Jupiter's Ascending is a good movie. Now, the Indigo Leo brought something that's very interesting. He says, religion in of itself teaches people how to be narcissistic. Wait on someone else to do the work for you with nothing in return you have to give. Well, and also there's no accountability. Religion doesn't give the person accountability. They get to say, oh, the devil made me do it, or this made me do it, or that made me do it, instead of them taking full accountability. Or they blame God for their mishaps and everything that happens to them. They blame God. Well, God took the person home early. God did this and God did that. And I be digging in people's behinds. I'm like, first of all, I know God got to be tired of y'all blaming him or her for the mishaps of what other people do. It's kind of crazy when you really think about that. God took him home. God didn't know. That's not what happened, fam. A person gets shot and killed. Well, God took him home. No, the person that shot and killed him is who took the life. Don't blame that on God. Like, y'all got to stop with that stuff. That's crazy to me how y'all always go out here and blame the creator for everything that happens to someone. That's not what happened. If you guys seriously think that the creator wants their people to suffer and go through the things that they've been through, remember, there is always the choice of free will. Because the choice of free will exists, if a person makes a conscious decision to take somebody else's life, then put the blame where it actually belongs. The person who actually took the life. Stop blaming it on somebody else so that person doesn't have to be accountable for the decisions that they made. They must be accountable for decisions. Accountability. Religion takes away accountability, guys. Oh, well, the Lord, why would the Lord want to make you suffer? The Lord, first of all, lords do make people suffer. When you start saying lords, if you know what the definition of a lord is, if you don't know, go research it. Google is your friend. Go research the definition of the word lord. Like, folks be saying things and don't even know what they're saying. They just say things out their mouth and don't think about what it is they're saying, and then they just say it. The creator does not want any of his creations to suffer. But because there is duality on this planet, that's the way it goes. King Dizen, yes, that is correct. We don't place the blame on nobody but our actions. Our actions, what we decide that we're going to do, that's who is responsible. So who are we in this life will be considered an aspect in the next, or are we still operating from an aspect from birth? Please expand more on this. You also will be an aspect to your higher selves. In this lifetime, and with you being on this realm, you are considered to be the main vessel for this particular realm. And then your other aspects were nothing, which is nothing more than different reincarnated versions of yourselves. They are your aspects for this realm. But you are also their aspects too. Okay? So just like I talk to my aspects, I'm their aspect too. I am the physical manifestation. I am an earth aspect to them. This is my earth aspect. We talk all the time. This is my Arcturian aspect. We talk all the time. I could talk to my Arcturian aspect. My Arcturian aspect talks to me. I am an aspect of that Arcturian. That Arcturian is an aspect of me. Okay? They call long suffering a fruit of the spirit, and that's false. Lord equals master or owner. Exactly, Tasha Brenna. Here's somebody that went to go actually look up the definition. So when you start saying, well, the Lord did this and the Lord did that, you're basically saying my slave master did this and my slave master did that. That's slave talk. You're constantly reinforcing slave talk, slavery mindset. Why do you feel that you need to acknowledge someone to govern over you? Why do you feel the need to have something governing over you? Why are you afraid to not have that feeling of somebody governing over you? That's weird. Y'all don't think that's weird? I'm an adult, but I'm going to let the government be my master and my Lord. And I'm also going to allow a third party guy by the name of Jesus tell me what it is I need to do. Listen, to each their own on that, but I'm going to tell y'all something. Spirituality is spirituality. Religion is religion. Those are two entirely different categories. One brainwashes you, one elevates you. That's the difference. You gonna call yourself I'm an adult. I'm a grown adult. But I like to be told what to do at the same time, though. You see how that works? Minor, incompetent, unsound mind. Boom. How do you communicate with your aspects? How do you find out how many you have? Honey, let me tell you something. You have so many aspects, child, that you ain't never going to find out how many you have. You're never going to find that out. But in terms of how do you communicate with your aspects, you can, if you have spiritual hearing, you can call forth your higher self. Start there. I would start there with your main higher self. Start there. Everybody has what you call a main higher self. Okay? Everybody does. King Tut is a dragon. I interviewed the avatar, the Source Spark avatar for King Tut, which is Coach Reg B. You need to go check him out. He is King Tut. He is Tut Tut. So anything about Southwest Report stating customers would rather be told where to sit than pick their own seats was totally weird to me. Okay, exactly. So you got to ask yourself, what side of the fence are you operating on here? Are you one of those that like to be told what to do? Are you one of those that like to be governed over? Are you one of those that don't feel like you can function because you feel like you need to be told what to do? You got to kind of start asking yourself what time it is with that, okay? A minute talking OG. She said, I think I'm a minute talking OG. Someone said, yeah, going to Catholic school, going to Catholic made me hate religion. Wow, I thought I was Tut. That's funny. I want you guys to understand these primordials have more than one avatar, but there's only one source spark. Now, what do I mean when I say source spark? It means that it's who you are when you were first originally created, your source spark. That source spark is Reg B for Tut. That's him. Now, he has other different aspects because that spark decided to have many different experiences. So in the process of him having many different experiences, there are other reincarnated aspects. Okay, it's the same thing with all of us. You have the source spark, meaning who you are at the core, and then you have many different reincarnations of yourselves where you had many different experiences. Okay? The actual primordial being itself is very vast. So it has more than one avatar. Okay? That avatar, however, may not be the source spark vessel, but that avatar will have an aspect of that. Okay? Like I have an aspect of Tiamat. Tiamat is my dragon aspect. Okay? Period. That is who I am dragon-wise. I am Tiamat. All right? However, she is not my source spark, but she is one of my aspects. So I am her because I lived a lifetime where I was her. So therefore, when I want to talk to Tiamat, I just call on myself. Okay? How to get to know our sparks through cosmic reading? I tell you who you are in the cosmic reading. That's what I do. Hey, Coyote Pass. Been seeing 23 a lot and got some information about the 23 scientists. Isn't it quite interesting? Who was the first? Do you know who the very first the 23 scientists were? Do you know who the first one was? And do you know why those scientists, what those scientists were really about? Because your very first 23rd scientist was Satan. Is that why we connect with random people? Because we are connected somewhere. That is correct. That is a definition of you finding a soul tribe. Soul tribe are family members or people that you know you may not necessarily be blood related to these individuals, but you feel like you know them from somewhere. You feel a connection to them. Then you start finding out that either these people are your children, your siblings. Some of them can even be your wives. Some of them can be your husbands. Things of that nature. Okay? I have quite a few children. I'm just saying, you, my children know me when they hear me. They hear my voice. When they hear my voice, my children gravitate. They're like, something about you says mama to me. I know you from somewhere. And then they'll come to me and get a service and I'll check and then something will ping me like, this is your child, this is your son. What? My son? What? And then I'll go investigate. I said, and I'll let them know in the cosmic reading. If it comes out like that, I'll let them know. And you're one of my babies too. You know what I'm saying? I'll let them know. Purple Flower 93. I just spoke on that earlier. I've been feeling the same way, baby. This is my first live I've done in God knows how long. Satan was the first of the 23rd scientists. Jusani is definitely my baby. Now that child right there is my child. Empress Dread, she said, I'm one of your children, me and Jusani. Okay, Empress Dread, I need to meet you. How you know you my child, honey? Jusani told you. I know Jusani's my child. Lord have mercy. That was on sight immediately. She recognized me immediately. I was like, okay. Not Lottie says, me, I feel like your aunt or mom. Zofolio says, I've always considered you a fairy godmother. And I do have a fairy aspect too. Your baby Aaron been doing good. Okay. Oh, she did? Empress Dread, she told you? That child... Girl, that child knew who I was. Why? Even knew who the hell she was. She knew who I was. I knew what time it was when my higher self started talking to her. I said, hold up. I said, how the hell? How was you hearing? How was you hearing that? I knew right then and there. I said, okay, she must be one of mine, but she already knew. Someone says, Bam Fine says, you my mama for sure. You a Leo, just like my real mom. 8/18 is her star return day. Mine's 8/17. That's hilarious. That is hilarious, Bam Fine. That's hilarious. She's your bestie at Empress Dread? Nancy said, I'm going to gift myself with cosmic. Yeah, Nancy, you never even got that done. I never told you. We've been rocking for a minute. I can't believe you never got that done for me, Nancy. That's crazy. I love hearing you speak. Definitely need a cosmic reading. Well, y'all know where to find me. It's okay, oh Father God. You'll run into who you feel like you'll be guided. What's the main shift with the 14th eclipse field change already? I spoke on it, Peter. You just got on here. I've already talked about all that. You're going to have to go back and listen to the live. Okay. Now listen here, guys. I'm going to share some stuff with y'all. Now, you just talked to your angelic aspect, right? I'm going to share some information with y'all that's going to blow your wig from here to California. Okay? It's going to blow your wig so far back out from here to I don't know where. Let me tell y'all something. All of you guys have banks. You have a bank account in the cosmos. All of your aspects have bank accounts. Okay? All your aspects have bank accounts. I can't make this shit up. It's going to blow your wig back. Okay? You have banks for originals. Okay, the primordials, they have a bank. It's called the First Original Bank. I can't make this shit up. It's called First Original Bank. Okay? The angels have a bank called it's called Angelic First Bank or First Angelic. I think it's First Angelic Bank. I think that's what it's called. The angels have a bank. They have apps. I'm not making this up. They have apps. Okay, y'all? They have apps. Apps. Now, if you want to pay for something because they understand universal law of even energy exchange, they understand that. There is an actual way you can actually pay a person through any of their aspects. So for those of you that have communication to any of your aspects, yes, First Angelic Bank. I'm not making this up. Listen. I know y'all tripping. At Healthy Creative Gardens, they do have a monetary system. They have a monetary system. That shit blew my wig back so heavy, fam. I couldn't even pick my wig back up no more, fam. Okay, yeah, you ready? Yeah, real information I'm dropping right here. They said that's so funny. Okay, they don't operate in debt. Okay, they don't do the way the debt system is set up here in the U.S. is not set up that way. But why did I get a vision? Because I asked, I was talking to Raphael. I said, Raphael, I said, I said, why do I keep feeling that they have a bank in the angelic realm? He said they do, and it's in every branch. Every branch is sitting in each court, each angelic court. They have a branch of that bank there, but it's called First Angelic Bank. When you see the bank, you're going to see statues of angels sitting outside the bank. I can't make this up. Like, as I'm talking about it right now, I can literally see these statues sitting outside the bank. And I said, is there statues sitting outside the bank? He was like, yes. I said, the hell? I said, so do y'all have debit cards? He said, yes. Why did I get a vision in my first eye of a platinum debit card, fam, with embossed wings on it that said First Angelic Bank? Well, my damn angel name on it, bruh. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. So I said, okay. So this is how this works, guys. Okay? All of you guys, it seems like you can't catch a break, but you try to do good by people. What is it that you may need to do? A karmic cleanse, or are you still missing lessons? Who are you talking to, Ma? Empress Sayada, what are you talking about? Who are you talking to, baby? That's crazy. Something happened last night that I feel was important, but when I woke up, I immediately felt my dream was wiped away from me. You're gonna be all right. Y'all tripping about the bank? Listen, reminds me of Harry Potter series. They show that in one of the movies. Listen. They put the stuff out there, but y'all don't be getting it. Listen, the only reason why you don't have no money is because you ain't tapped in to get your money, because you still have yet to understand that money's spiritual. Y'all be caught up in the tangibles. Y'all be caught up in the actual green money. You get caught up in that. You're not paying attention that money is a currency. Current. It's a current. It is energy. Everything they got down here came from the Astros. These folks ain't doing anything new. Court system as well. Boom! Except for in the real court systems, they don't have lawyers and all that representing all that. No, what happens is you end up going to court in them realms. It's because you already committed the crime. And you're going up there to basically state your piece. Your charge is going to be read out. You're going to state your piece and see if it's assessed about, whether or not you're remorseful and all that type of stuff. And then you're getting judged. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no lawyers working on your behalf and all that. They don't play them games up there. They play them games down here. They don't play them games up there. Period. Those games aren't to be played. Makes sense. I bet that part of that here matters too. Spiritual. What kind of transactions take place in their angelic self? Now check this out. I've been struggling and I've been like, I need a sign. I need to tap into my purpose. I need guidance to go on Instagram. Your love talking about what I'm stressing over. Okay. So let me help y'all out real quick. This is going to be crazy. I'm going to help y'all out. Okay. I'm going to help y'all out. And don't say I just ain't never gave you no dope ass information, because this is going to be the dopest information ever. Okay. Oh my God, I can't believe I caught you. Yes, much love to you, Queen. I should be charging you. I should be charging y'all for this information. You should be getting charged for this. Period. Don't ever tell me that I don't give y'all nothing for free. Don't you fix your face to even dare to talk down on me and say I don't do nothing, that I don't help y'all out. Okay? Thank you, baby. Yeah, you like my nails, baby? Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. We're not focusing on that non-ether being. I'm trying to tell y'all about money. The dollar is debt instruments that's repeatedly printed and backed by nothing. We're not talking about that AMG rents. We ain't talking about that, baby. We passed that. What I'm talking about here is high-level currency here. High-level currency. Listen to me very carefully, okay? You want to send a tip? I am the realest to ever on Cash App, okay? But I'm about to show y'all how you gonna get this money, okay? Someone said drop the Cash App. Let me drop my Cash App for y'all. It's real simple. It's the same name as I have here, but it's just the doing ain't there. So I am the realest to ever. That's my Cash App right there. My fat pen. Cash App is right there. I am the realest to ever. This is on point. I need to hear this. Okay. Blink my Cash App, y'all. Look out for your girl, because you're going to love me for this forever. This is one of the things you're never going to forget. Okay? Talk to your angelic aspect, the one that's present with you now. Say, I need some money. I know you got some money, and I know you got some money. I need some money. Tell the angel how much money you need. Okay? Now, how this works is, if you want, let's say, 2,000 US dollars, you're going to tell the angel you want 8,000 angelic dollars. It's always times 4. Always times 4. Okay? So when you want money, you got to times 4. So you say, angel, I need 2,000 US dollars, so I need you to deposit 8,000 angelic dollars. The angel is going to talk to your Ori. Your Ori is your head inside of your head. It is the deity that lives inside of you. Your Ori is who brings all your blessings to the physical to you. You got to make sure that you have all of your roads open to receive money, because it's going to come in various different ways. So if you have different bank accounts, if you have different avenues, like if you're investing in crypto, tell them, say, I'll take the payment in crypto. I can take the payment in crypto. I can take the payment this way, that way. Let them know what all your avenues are. The angel is going to put the money into your Ori. Your Ori is going to find the avenue to send it to you in the physical. And it's going to seem like money's falling out the sky in your ass. I can't make this shit up. Now, don't be out here stupid on some, I'm just going to get $50,000. Don't be out here stupid, because you're dealing with the divine. So if you're operating out of greed, you're going to be shut down. Okay? You're going to be shut down. What you want to do is, if you need help, assistance, paying rent, paying bills, feeding yourself, things of that nature, talk to your angel and tell your angel that you need some money. And tell the angel what you need, and the angel is going to make sure that you receive it. It's going to come from different avenues. The less avenues that you had to receive money, the longer it's going to take for you to receive your money to you. Okay? The more avenues that you have open, such as if you have a business, if you have bank accounts, if you have cryptocurrency, if you invest in stocks, however the ways that you have avenues open, that is the direction it's going to come to you. Okay? I invest. So I have a lot of different openings and shit for me to get my bread. Okay? This is going to come that way. Okay? That's how it works. Again, you're going to tell your angel, it doesn't matter if it's in euro. You're going to tell your angel whatever dollar currency you're operating on is still going to be the same amount of money in angelic dollars. Don't get caught up in euros, dollars, whatever your currency is. Don't get caught up in that. You know how many euros you need? Then you take that and you times 4 the euros. I mean, you times 4 the angelic dollars. So let's say you need 5,000 euros. Okay, you tell your angel, I need 5,000 euros. Okay, what would you tell that angel? I need you to deposit $20,000 in angelic dollars. It's simple. It's not hard, guys. Yes, you can ask for funds to pay off your debt. This is correct. Your ancestors also have money that can give you as well. For those of you that burn ancestor money to your ancestors, if you burn ancestor money, you give that to your ancestors and all the debts are paid, your ancestors are wealthy. They also have money they can give you as well. You're probably going to get it even faster with them. Okay? You have the bank of Dharma. Dharma, what is Dharma? Dharma is all the good things you've done. Karma is all the negative things you've done. Okay? Dharma, tap into your bank of Dharma. Write out your check. You want to manifest? Write out your check. Write a check out in your name from the Bank of Dharma or First Angelic Bank if you got an angelic aspect, or your First Original Bank if you're an original. Write out a check to yourself. Talk to your higher self. You see, the knowledge I'm teaching deserves donations. I just want to see where y'all head at. Someone said, hey, my cosmic reporter. Someone said, this is serious. Yeah, because nobody ever need to be broke. This is the kind of information to keep away from the people who say keep y'all down and struggling and all types of stuff. But remember, you're dealing with divine currency. Divine currency doesn't operate the same way as you're operating in greed. So be mindful of it. Be mindful of your intentions, because you're going to get checked at the door. You're going to get checked at the door. Don't be running around here thinking you're just going to be out here on some. Don't do it to yourself. And Dean, thanks for sharing. Definitely appreciate you. I did write a check to myself. Off of what bank though? A true soldier to me. Off of what bank? Of course I subscribe to Star Seeds, baby. This is what I'm talking about. This is Star Seed information I'm dropping on y'all right now. You ain't never even heard this information talked about like this before. Reciprocity is cosmic divine energy. Reciprocity is an actual universal law. It's called the law of reciprocity. It must be adhered to. So if you want to get a service from me and you can't afford them dollars, then you better talk to your angelic aspect, and you better tell your angelic aspect, I need Mama Isis. I need to get the service from Mama Isis. So I'm going to need y'all to give me some money so I can get the service from her, and you're going to get your money. The angel going to make sure you get that money. Okay? This is how you get divine services, because you're approaching it from a divine way. There's all kinds of ways that you can get services from me. So I'm helping my people, and I'm telling my people this is what you need to do. Okay? This is how you do it. If you're doing any type of work where you're trying to receive something on the divine level, on the level of the divine, this is how you do it. You're always going to be provided for. You're always going to be taken care of, guys. Always. Equal energy exchange is about balance, balance, bank balance. Isn't that deep? Like bank balance. Yes. Thank you for the clarification. I literally just said it now that I know. Thanks for sharing the divine services information. You're welcome. All y'all got to do. It's at Leisha. I'm just gonna call you Leisha for short. Isn't it crazy how people are so ignorant? You drop divine knowledge to help people out, and then they hit you with stupid shit like that. I just dropped a serious dime on y'all. Thank you, but trying to come up with funds for your services since 2019 is time. I feel it in my bones. None of you guys are poor in the spirit realm. You never have been. You just was never shown how to access your funds. Is it possible to Venmo you? I don't have Cash App. Yes, my Venmo name is Isis Wisdom. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yo, somebody said, yeah, somebody did say Social Security, bro. I'm done. You're welcome, Chaotic Calm. You're welcome. All right, babies, let me get off here because I got a client coming up real soon. But I hope this helps you out. I hope the information I shared with you was great. I hope the experience I shared with you earlier is great. Okay? I love you guys. Y'all take care.